We start tonight with news no parent or community wants to hear. In Southwest Alaska, a toddler has died after falling through ice near a culvert. Alaska State Troopers say they got a report from Good News Bay last night around 10 o'clock. Troopers say the 3-year-old was found dead after an extensive search by family and volunteers. More than 24 dead dogs were found at a property near Caswell Lakes in that area earlier this month, sparking outrage in the community and an investigation into Mat-Su Animal Control. But today, Joe Allgood brings us a more positive update to that story.
The Mat-Su Animal Care Facility has taken in 27 dogs related to the Caswell case. Unfortunately, 25 of them were dead. But today, we got to meet the 2 survivors. Woody was the lone survivor of the 26 dogs found on the Caswell property. He arrived at the shelter last week, and in that time he has gained 5 pounds, according to animal care staff. He's also incredibly social. He took no time in introducing himself to us. Birdie, on the other hand, is a little more shy, but she also only arrived at the shelter on Thursday afternoon. She was kept at a home in Talkeetna, separate from the other 26 dogs, according to Mat-Su Borough officials. Both received medical exams, and according to veterinary staff, they're both healthy, though Woody still has some weight to gain. Both Woody and Birdie are going to be rehomed with the help of rescue partners in the near future, and for right now, they seem to be doing quite well. Joe Allgood, Alaska's news source.
And as we head into the weekend, a few things to keep in mind as spring breakup begins. Chief Meteorologist Melissa Fry joins us with that forecast.
Yeah, Tracy, we're just seeing fast changing conditions this time of year, and in some places that can actually be pretty dangerous. I want to show you where we do have an avalanche warning in effect. That is for the Valdez area up into Thompson Pass as well. This is where natural and human triggered large avalanches are likely. Really important that you stay out of that avalanche terrain this weekend and away from slopes steeper than 30 degrees. We're also seeing just a lot of rain and wind even pushing up through Turning and Pass. So please be safe in the backcountry this weekend as we are seeing those spring conditions. Now we have these 3 storms lined up. The one bringing wet conditions to South Central tonight will wrap up by early tomorrow morning. The second one, not too big of a deal, but that third one is something I want you to prepare for, especially if you're in the Aleutians. This weekend, this storm will bring gusts to 80 miles per hour across much of the region, eventually also bringing wet and windy conditions across the Bering Sea. As for South Central, we hold on to that rain and some breezy winds tonight. Temperatures do briefly dip into those 30s, but it's right back into the mid to upper 40s tomorrow. I expect those rain showers to wrap up early in the day. We'll get some nice sun breaks into the afternoon, and we're going to see more of that sunshine across the state. Fairbanks nearly 50 and mostly sunny, 50 in Juneau. Bethel holding on to just some cloud cover for your Saturday with high temperatures back into the upper 30s. Now, again, this next storm system one does pack a punch. I'll have a closer look at that. And, of course, your extended forecast here in a few minutes.
Thanks, Melissa. 49 years of slush, costumes, and pure Alaska fun. And tonight, the Alyeska Spring Carnival is just getting started. Danny Tompkins is at Alyeska Resort where the costume contest is underway. Danny, what interesting costumes have you seen so far?
The costume contest actually just started. We've got the announcer going right now. And you can see this room is crowded with people that are about to participate in this contest here on the stage. It's getting going.
Participate in tomorrow's Slush Cup. You must be here tonight.
And I'm here with Laura, who is actually one of the participants. Can you tell me about your outfit tonight?
I'm dressed as Wonder Woman, old school Wonder Woman.
I love it. Tell me, have you participated before?
I've done between 12 and 15 slush cups.
So you're a pro. What's it like to have been doing that for so long?
It's super fun to actually go down the hill and jump into the water. I've gone as a bunch of different characters.
Okay, very cool. Well, what's it like going onto water versus snow?
It's super fun. You just take off and you're just airborne, and then you land in the water, and then they help get you out.
Awesome. Well, you can tell, it's very loud in here. They're going over the rules. No backflips on stage. And there's about 50 participants that'll be going in the Slush Cup tomorrow. So we're excited to get this contest going. It goes until 8 o'clock, and you have to be participating in the costume contest in order to be there tomorrow. So it's a lot of fun stuff, and we'll be seeing some fun acts coming up. We'll go back to you, Tracy.
Always such a fun event down there, so stick around for tomorrow. Well, it has been 6 months since former Typhoon Halong hit western Alaska. Many people from places like Kipnuk and Kwingillinguk evacuated to Anchorage, and the Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management says all evacuees are now out of hotels and in apartments and homes. The division says it is a big milestone.
This isn't the end of the mission. There's a lot of work that's left to do. There's been work that's been done over the winter in Kipnuk and Kwingillinguk to make the infrastructure better so we can get in there during the spring and start looking at ways of rebuilding the housing.
SEDEC says that they have been making strategic plans to do that now. They have been listening to what the communities have to say and coming up with plans for the spring that will allow them to get people back into their communities if that's what they wish.
If we don't get fuel and it's another cold winter, it could be apocalyptic.
Those are the conditions House Speaker Bryce Edgmon said rural Alaska may be facing. That's as fuel prices continue to soar around the country. It's having a disproportionate impact on the more rural parts of Alaska, with more than 82% of the state not connected by roads. Fuel needs to be barged or flown in. And with the already expensive service, state numbers show a gallon of fuel could be about $20 in rural Alaska.
So the concern right now is the increased cost, the doubling, the tripling, maybe even more of all sources of fuel, whether it be home heating fuel or whether it be gasoline or what have you. When you look at the entire supply chain in rural Alaska, it's everything that's being flown in. It's the higher prices from where the goods originated from. It's just sort of a cascading effect.
The push all comes with a ticking clock. After the weekend ends, 23 days will be left in the session. For more on this story, including how this impacts villages like Kipnuk and Kwingillinguk, visit our website or mobile app. It's National Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month, and a group on JBER is working to get the conversation going on base as they aim to make sure people know what services are available. Georgina Fernandez shows us how they're doing that tonight.
Well, a sexual assault prevention and response team here on JBER, known as SAPR, is hosting their final event as they're hoping right now to strike out assault. The way they're doing that is by getting the conversation going on base. SAPR hosted on Friday its Strike Out Sexual Assault event at Polar Bowl, providing sexual assault support resources to service members and families on base.
I mean, it's a problem in every community.
Just military services alone, according to the Department of Defense's fiscal year 2024 annual report on sexual assault in the military, received over 8,000 assault cases this year. In a lighthearted setting, SAPR says it is working to connect people and have those conversations regarding consent and where they can go if they need help. As they hope this event will allow people to feel more comfortable to reach out if needed.
Because if somebody's in a crisis, they would much rather talk to someone that they've met and who they, have a relationship with than someone that they don't know.
SAPR says if a military service member or one of their dependents need their help, they can reach out to them via their 24/7, 7 days a week hotline. You can find that number live right now on our website. Georgina Fernandez, Alaska's news source.
And SAPR says civilians who need support can also reach out to STAR, Standing Together Against Rape. STAR has 2 phone numbers. They're on your screen right there. STAR is a free resource for anyone dealing with sexual trauma. Someone will be there on the other end of the phone 24/7.